How you doing, YouTube? This is Mike again. About 3 months ago, I did a review of the Harbor Freight Predator 2000 inverter, which is 1600 watts continuous, 2000 peak. I've used it about 25-30 hours, and I just recently did an oil change, but I didn't go in too much in depth of what it actually looks like on the inside. With all the panels removed. So I'm going to go ahead and do a complete quick review of all the gauges, plugs on the front, and then what the sides look like on the inside with all the panels removed. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is remove the side panel here. I'm going to go ahead and remove the back panel where the vents are, where the exhaust is, and also on the other side where the pull start is. Just give me a brief moment. I'll go ahead and remove the panels and we'll get into it. Off the 3 panels. I took off the one side without the pull start, and I went ahead and removed the back side, which has the exhaust, and it looks like the generator portion. And then I went ahead and took off the side with the pull start. Unfortunately, you can't actually take the whole side off. It has to hang because it looks like the rope is actually tied into it unless you cut it. So I'm just going to leave that hanging there. I attempted to take off the front here. It does have 4 screws, but it does not look like it would be easily accessible to remove, as you would have to disconnect all the connections inside. So I guess what we'll do is we'll take a look at the top here. You got your valve to turn on and off the air so that it doesn't start for gas. You have your fuel gauge at the top. It does have an access port to get to the spark plug. Let's see. The front here you have your off, run, and start. As you actually look on the inside here is where your carburetor is. So as you turn that to run, start, it runs your choke. And we have in the front the 3 LED lights, low oil, overload and output, your ESC throttle on and off, parallel ports, reset for your 120 volt AC plugs, and a reset for your 12 volt DC charging port. Here we have the oil fill, check and change. Everything actually comes right out of here with a spout so it doesn't pour back into the compartment when changing. Again, you got your spark plug up top. Looks like this is the air filter here. I did not remove it, but I looked at other videos and it is a basic foam insert. I guess everyone says that you can pretty much get them anywhere if need be. I'll go to the back here. We got just the exhaust. Looks like it's taped off here, and then we have the bottom lower, which looks like the generator portion. It does have some numbers on there if anybody needs them. If we can see if we can look at the numbers on the side of the motor. And it looks like there's also some numbers here in the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see them. But it does look like the panel here in the back has like this foam rubber. Maybe this is the way it gets its airflow through the back as it's spinning for the ports here. The one side does have some padding on it, probably to keep the noise level down. Again, it's really simple to take apart. It's just your 3 screws at the top, and on the back you have 4 screws. Let's take a look at the other side. On this side it looks like it's just no stampings on the motor on this side. Over here is just your coil pull and a bunch of electronics on the inside. I probably should have started out and got an hour meter, but I've been writing it in a logbook of how long I've been using it. I did use it for 2 days straight. We had a power outage, and I actually hooked it up to the house with a transfer switch, and I didn't have any issues with it. Of course, it didn't run my home AC, but it did run the furnace, all the lights, TV, fish tank, PlayStations and games systems for the kids, and we didn't have any issues. I would say it would pretty much ran the whole house on a tank of gas for about 6.5 hours non-stop. That's even put in eco mode, and the only time it would actually speed up is when the furnace fan came on, because it was during the winter. So, but here you have it. It just looks like a small motor inside the plastic case. Very durable, stays clean, and it's very quiet. My next video I'm going to do is I'm going to hook it up to the camper, which I've already done. It did not run the AC unit, but I'm going to hook it up and then do a quick video of testing everything on a camper and what you would expect if you had a single unit versus a parallel kit with dual unit. And thank you guys for watching.